Good morning, Cancer. Welcome to my channel. I'm Kat, and this is Tarot with Kat. Happy Wednesday. It's Wednesday, November 26th. I'm here every Wednesday morning doing weekly tarot readings for all the air and water signs, and every Monday morning for all the fire and earth signs. So welcome. If you haven't done so yet, take just a second and smash that subscribe button right down there. Become one of my first 500 VIP members to get a free lifetime membership with extended reads and a whole lot more. Do take a minute and do that right now. All right, Cancer. So this week the planets are telling you that friendships are going to feel erratic. Your routines are going to shift, and so you're going to have to embrace flexibility. Now let's see what the tarot says. This is the reading for Cancer for the week of November 26th through December 3rd. I'm using the Centennial Smith weight deck, which I've linked in the video description below this video with a lot of other information in there if you give it a read. I also have biblical, scriptural parallels to all of my tarot readings in there for certain family members and friends. All right, so Cancer, this week you are coming up as the Devil card. You're being represented by the Devil card this week. I'm going to be doing a traditional Celtic cross spread, which I find works best for these really general readings. But do check out at the end of this video, I will post a link to my November video, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know all three, do check it out. And you might want to check out your other tarot readings as well if all you know is your sun sign. All right, so Cancer, you're coming up as the Devil. You are being crossed as your challenge, obstacle, or awareness by this 10 of Wands. Down in your subconscious tool shed, you've got the Hermit. In your immediate past, you're stepping out of a King of Swords. Here in your crown as your ideal is a Knight of Cups. Stepping into your immediate future is a Four of Pentacles. You and your environment are going to feel like judgment. The environment around you is giving you Eight of Wands. Your hopes and fears sector has a Seven of Cups. And final potential outcome for you is this Eight of Cups. All right, before we go deeper into this reading, Cancer, let me pull out one of my holographic Rider-Waite cards. This will be further confirmation or clarification of this spread, and we'll keep it hidden until the very end of our reading. All right, Cancer, you are being represented this week for whatever reason by this Devil card. All right, so the Devil card represents addictions, illusions, when you're deluding yourself about things, shattered illusions. It's being imprisoned to things that pull us off our right path. Okay, whatever that is, whether it's toxic relationships, alcoholism, drugs, mindless scrolling on Facebook, that one gets me a lot. That's the Devil. It's super important when the Devil comes up to realize, to look at the characters on the card and look at how loose that chain is. Look at they're chained to his block, but their hands are free. They could totally take that off their neck. It's very much voluntary servitude they're in to these things that are a distraction and are not serving them and are pulling them off their right path. So for whatever reason, you're being represented by that Devil card this week, Cancer. You're being crossed by a 10 of Wands as in challenge, obstacle, awareness. Probably a challenge. It's a ton of work. You have wrapped up a cycle. You're over it. You're done. And now there's just all this work to wrap things up. Something has ended, but it involves a lot of work wrapping up all the loose ends. And that's what's crossing you there as your challenge this week, Cancer. Down here in your subconscious tool shed, what you're bringing as part of you is this Hermit card, which is, I think is you. I think it's you. It's also, it's a 9. It's the 9th major arcana. So again, the end of a cycle, something coming to an end, and then he's taking that inner wisdom, everything he's learned so far along the way, and he's using that inner wisdom now to guide. That's what's lighting his lantern and now lighting his path moving forward. And he's more about solitude. It can also be somebody who's like a counselor to you, can be represented by this Hermit card. But in this type of a spread and where it's appearing in your subconscious, I more like feel like this is you now. This is the point you have reached in your life, that you're bringing this Hermit kind of energy with you. You've got this in your stepping out of your immediate past, Cancer. You've got this King of Swords in the beginning of November. So this swords are all about reason, logic, communication. It could be legal matters. Kings are very much in charge and control. They're structured and they have a plan and they're forward thinking. And so I feel like you have been very focused on being in charge of your legal matters and words and communication lately, and you're stepping out of that kind of energy. Either it's your energy or there's somebody in your life that's this King of Swords energy. It could very possibly be an air sign, a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius in your life that has been playing a major role in November. Or it could just be that King of Swords energy too in November that you've been focused on. So in your crown this week, Cancer, is this Knight of Cups. So he's moving forward to connect with other people on a more emotional level, to make emotional connections. So I feel like it's in your crown as your ideal, Cancer, because you need to, your friendships are feeling kind of weird, and you want to be able to maintain those emotional connections that are feeling kind of erratic for you this week. You're going to step into, in the first week of December, a Four of Pentacles situation where you're feeling very guarded of your finances, protective of your finances. For whatever reason, you're holding on, you're clutching. Maybe you're worried about making ends meet, or how things are going to come out moving forward financially for you. You're feeling very protective in the first week of December. You and your environment this week are feeling judgment. So you're feeling this judgment. You're making decisions. You're choosing things. It's a 2. It's 20. It's our 20th major arcana. So again, choices, decisions, forks in the road. Because 20 is right before the end of a cycle where you've reached the pinnacle and you're ready to step into the next big phase of your life. And in order to step through that portal, step through that prism portal, they call it, you have to exercise judgment and cut away the stuff that can't step through the portal with you. Very much related to this Devil card, which is representing you this week, Cancer. You cannot maintain those things that keep you in bondage and step through this portal. Judgment. You have to exercise this judgment and cut those toxic things away. So maybe that's what you're really focused on this week. Your environment's giving you some sort of really swift action. A lot of things happening very quickly around you this week. That's what this 8 of Wands is. A lot of things happening quickly. So you're being crossed by a bunch of wands, a bunch of work that you got to do. That's your challenge this week in your environment for sure. Your fear, I think, is this 7 of Cups. I think whatever's gone on, the end of this and you practicing this judgment is like, okay, now this is opening up all these different possibilities. Too many possibilities. You don't know what the right thing is maybe. It can be analysis paralysis, all these different options, all these different choices, and not knowing which one to pick. So I think you're feeling stuck with the options that are now ahead of you. Final potential outcome is an 8 of Cups. It's a walking away, the strength to walk away from things that you did hold very near and dear. And he's turning around and he's walking away from these full cups. Often, 8 of Cups is a card of walking away from addiction. So again, you're represented by the Devil. 8 of Cups is walking away from addiction. If you are facing addictions, you must walk away from them. When you have this Judgment card, in order to level up. Otherwise, you're just going to keep experiencing the same life. that you have been for the last decade. So your choice. So I wonder what this confirmation or clarification card could be. Something around that. Something about that. Let's see. The Magician, the very first major arcana. So you're beginning something new. You want to manifest something new. In order to do that, you must walk away from addictions and the things that used to be very satisfying for you and no longer serve you. Use your inner wisdom, your hermit, to listen to your gut, your intuition. You got that. Exercise good judgment. Keep plugging forward with the work. You got it. You can do it. And I hope to see you back next week because I want to see how this story continues. So if you're still here, do hit that thumbs up, that like button. It really helps my channel. Smash subscribe, be a VIP member to get extended reads and much more for free for life. And I hope to see you next week. Bye, Cancer.